If I lost everything today, give me an iPhone, 21 days, a Wi-Fi connection, and I'll have $5,000 in my bank account. This is not just theory. I've done it, and I've coached many students to do the exact same thing through user-generated content. My name is Blaze Shetler. I'm 19 years old. I currently live in Bali, Indonesia as a full-time UGC creator, and I help other people break into the Wi-Fi money world through a mentorship program and a community that teaches user-generated content. I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory because 6 months ago, I would not have believed that I could be living the life I live today. I get to live most people's dream life, or at least my dream life. I live in Bali. Right now, I'm at a villa in Uluwatu with 6 other guys doing a Bible study workshop, and we're all coaches, mentors, online money, business owners, and it gives the time freedom to where, yesterday, 2 days ago, we got invited out for this Bible study foundation workshop that we just are able to drop everything, come spend 3 days focusing on God. And that's really what's most important in life. Like the time freedom to be able to do that is why I do UGC. Like the fact that I get to live in Bali, I would have never imagined. I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory. So 6 months ago, I was working at a drilling job in Nashville, Tennessee, drilling wells for people 10 to 12 hours a day. Absolutely hated it, but I honestly thought there was no other option. Like I hadn't worked a regular job my whole life. Like I've done other entrepreneur things, tried to start other businesses, and I've had them crash, go into debt. I was sleeping on my friend's floor in his 1-bedroom studio apartment, and I literally just had a sheet underneath me and a blanket on top of me. I was sleeping there for 3 months trying to get out of debt and rebuild my life. So I got a job, working my butt off, and in the evenings I'd come home and watch the course videos because I paid for a mentor to learn user-generated content. The first month I generated $4,800 by putting about an hour and a half to 2 hours every night into content. Into learning content, into outreach, into producing and getting connected with brands, and then building the systems to produce consistent content. So in the past 6 months, I've put out over 2,000 pieces of short form content. And that sounds like a lot, but when you have the systems in place to sit down, follow a format, and record 20 or 30 videos in 2 hours, then your week's done. And you can just put the rest of the week on autopilot. It takes 5 minutes a day at that point just to upload a video from your drafts. But the thing is, after that first month, I realized that I was making more money from 2 hours a day doing content than I was making 40 to 60 hours a week drilling, working on a drill rig. And honestly, I got kind of lazy after that. Like, yes, it's nice to make 5 grand, 6 grand, 7 grand a month working a few hours a day, but I could have scaled this a lot bigger. Friends of mine are doing 10, 20K plus per month just on user-generated content because they take it like a full-time job. And in the last couple months, I've done that as well. I had a goal of $10,000 a month, but I wasn't putting the effort in to get there. I was comfortable making 5, 6 grand a month and traveling, going on a cruise with my family, went to the Bahamas, took trips all over the country, visiting friends, and it was just comfortable. But moving to Bali, I knew I needed to change something. I wanted to put more time into my relationship with God, force a change of routine, and when I did that, it just exploded. Like I started signing bigger deals than I had ever done, like over twice as much as I had charged for deals in the past. Brands started paying me $3,000 for 1 video per day with just 6 months of experience in this field. So it really compounds a lot faster than you can even imagine. Once you get your foot in the door and start working with brands and start producing quality content, I've barely even gone viral. Like that's where the uncapped income is because these brands will pay you like a monthly retainer just to post a video a day or 2 videos per day. But then the uncapped income is their view bonuses that are $1, $2 per 1,000 views. And if you know how to go viral, that's when you make crazy money just off making a couple videos every day. But I haven't even hit that. I've had a few videos, multiple 100,000 views, couple hit a couple million, but consistently just producing good UGC content, which is like organic ads that I post on a separate TikTok account for each brand. So I'm not flooding my personal account with someone else's ad, but consistently getting like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 views every video. After like the first couple weeks, once you get the account warmed up and everything, I was able to turn all of those month-long contracts or 3-week trials, 2-week trials into 3, 4, and 6-month contracts to have consistent income from posting content. And it's incredible. These brands don't care if you have experience. They don't care where you're posting from. I just have a VPN that says I'm posting from America, and I could live in South Africa, the UK, Canada. You don't need a VPN if you're from Canada, US, Australia, like the big, any like main countries that are like first world countries. You don't need a VPN to say you're from the US, but being in Indonesia, it does help a little bit. Reaching out to the brand and saying, yes, I'm in Indonesia, but my audience on all of these accounts that I'm making are in the US because I'm posting from Nashville or New York or Seattle or LA. And that helps a lot. But anyway, it's a little backstory on me. I've done content. I started a YouTube channel when I was 11 years old. So I've been comfortable talking in front of a camera for a while, but that's something that you can train extremely fast. It helps having reps and like doing content for a long time. It only gets better. It only gets easier. But your communication, if you can mentally talk to your phone like you're on FaceTime with a friend, the communication is no problem at all. Like you're just explaining something to somebody you've known forever. The second thing, these are not ads with a strong call to action. You want it to feel like you're not selling anything. And so once you learn that skill of producing these formats that the brands give you, or sometimes even scripts that they give you, in a way that's relatable, engaging, and converts the audience to check out their product without giving a call to action. And that's why UGC is taking over, because it's authentic, it's real, and the amount of volume that UGC campaigns can produce is drastically better than any marketing agency that can put out 10, 20, 30 videos per month. These brands taking on 30 to 50 UGC creators every month are putting out hundreds of videos and way more awareness for their app. I normally work with apps and tech and web apps because then I can travel and be wherever I want. They pay better and you don't have to wait on products to get delivered. I know I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, but I'm trying to give you guys a little backstory on me as well as what you're stepping into if you pursue user-generated content. So in my community, I have it set up as a 12-week playbook with a ton of videos to go over each step, your mindset, all of the outreach, all of the scripts, your portfolio setup, then to automate your outreach and applications. I have brands reaching out to me. I reach out to a lot of brands to get deals specifically for you guys. So I provide a lot of exclusive deals that pay better than the ones that you can find on SideShift or these apps. So along with the videos to go over your 12-week playbook, if you can put 2 hours a day into this, you're gonna cover all of that ground in much less than 12 weeks. I have creators hitting 5 and 6K in their first month. So if you can see yourself doing this and putting just a couple hours a day into content in turn for more income than most 18 to 25-year-olds can make at a full-time job, then shoot me a DM and we'll schedule a 30-minute call. No obligation necessary, but just a call to figure out like where you're at, where you want to be, and if I can help you get there through content. I was striving for so long trying to hit that 10K month, and it just wasn't happening. I was putting so much effort into it, and I got to Bali, got aligned with God and just like His purpose, His plan for my life, got that clarity that I needed, and just kept moving forward, putting in the effort, putting content out, and I've had weeks bigger than that now. And it's just crazy to think how fast life changes when you decide to give yourself no plan B, no backup plan, and dive into something and stick with it and learn it and execute.